Steve, I know it's tough to get minutes for everybody, and you're juggling that all the time. And as far as Jordan Bell, what are you looking for him to do when he's out there, and what maybe is he not doing that you'd like to see him work on?
He's earning more time. He's going to play some more. He's a rookie, so he's got to learn the league. He's got to learn concepts. I'm bringing him along slowly. I'm really pleased with his production, and like I said, you'll see more of him coming up.
With someone like Jordan or anybody on the team, we're thinking about ways to get him on the board. It's not done in a vacuum. He's out there with four other guys. How much do you find yourself and your coaches in your mind tinkering with five-man combinations, and how much do you guys do that in practice?
We're doing it in games. I mean, you've noticed. I mean, there are games I play 13 guys, and that doesn't happen. But I think we're in a pretty unique position with our team where we can experiment and use the regular season to figure out combinations. And last night was obviously odd because without Steph and KD, I think that's the first time we've ever had that scenario since KD's been here anyway. So we had some strange combinations, and it's good for our team. You saw the flaws last night. We didn't execute at the end of any quarter. In fact, the numbers closing quarters last night was the worst I've ever seen. I think if you add it up, Sacramento outscored us 32-2. Closing the four quarters, it was like 7-2 at the end of the first, 8-0, 9-0, 9-0, something like that. And I thought some of that had to do with unfamiliar rotations and a lack of execution that resulted. And so this is all part of our regular season is trying to figure all this stuff out, execute with different combinations, figure out what works, who works with whom, and get better as we go. But unfortunately, sometimes there's some pain that comes along with that, like last night.
It probably correlates to the question I had. The last couple of years, you get so great at protecting the base, and you get a double-digit lead. I think you probably count on one hand how many times you lost.
Right.
It's already happened 4 times. See anything that's happening, why that's happening?
I think probably the difference is this is year 4 in terms of trying to get back to the finals, and the first couple of years it just felt like there was a stronger desire to knock teams out. And I think this year it feels more like guys are just thinking more big picture, long term, myself included. We know what we're up against with the year-long journey, and so we're not stepping on people's throats like we used to. And I'm okay with that for now, but eventually we're going to have to get back to that point, and I'm confident that we will. But I've been through this as a player, and it's not easy to just keep doing what we're doing year after year at such a high level. So I think that's one of the reasons.
Much of a chance to talk to Luke at all?
Yeah. In fact, we talked last night.
Yeah. Have you seen much of the team just on?
Not much. I'll watch some today on the plane, and I haven't had a chance to see a whole lot of them. But what I have seen, it feels like their younger guys are doing better. Their defense is dramatically improved. That's the biggest difference. But I'll watch some more.
How about Lonzo? What do you make of Lonzo Ball so far? Just the pressure he's under, for one thing. I mean, his dad says that he's not being coached right. I'm sure Luke enjoyed that.
I don't know about that, but I'm a big fan. I like the flow that he presents to the game, that he brings to his team, and he's a young guy. He's going to learn as he goes. But I haven't watched a whole lot of it so far.
How's numbers left? What do you think of that shot? Where are you?
What do I think of what?
His shot. The mechanics.
Oh yeah. I'm not commenting on somebody else's shot. That's you can ask Luke tomorrow.
Bill Cartwright had a funny shot too.
Bill did have a funny shot.
Beyond the cause numbers, what did he do last night that you liked, and what? He doesn't normally play point. I guess.
Right.
Why did that work? Do you think?
He's a basketball player. He just he understands how to play. Made some great cuts off the ball. He's a playmaker. He doesn't have to be a point guard. He can play. He can make plays from the 1, 2, or the 3. And I loved his aggressiveness and the pace that he brought to the game.
This long trip you're about to embark on, do you find value with that time together on the road, or is it really something that, to be survived?
I think there's some value to it. Coming off this loss, I think our guys will be determined to get back on track. And sometimes going on the road can initiate some of that good play, because you go in with a little more of a fear factor. And so I'm anxious to get back on track, and I think we'll do that.
I find it tough to pack when you got Miami's Detroit.
Yeah, swimsuit and a winter coat side by side. You don't often do that.
You talked about the communication with players who maybe aren't playing as much as they would like to or used to. How's that been like with Patrick? I mean, you had such a promising rookie year.
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys brought in some guys that have cut into his playing time a little bit.
Yeah, but this is the NBA. I mean, nobody's guaranteed anything. He's a young guy. He still has to earn his minutes, and we have a really deep team, and he understands that. It's one of the things I like about Patrick is he has a good perspective on things. Comes from a great family. He's just, he's a really sharp guy, and he knows his time will come. If anything, I want him to seize it. I want him to grab that role and not look back. And sometimes he overthinks things by his own admission. But when he just plays, and like he did last night, when he's just out there playing and flowing, he's really, really a good basketball player.